Hello and welcome to week one. Uh, I'm just gonna break down my opponent's team and my team real quick, kind of throw my thoughts out there and pretty much my ideas during prep. So as you can see, my opponent has a really good team here with Scraggy, with very dangerous. Gimmighoul, which can be either form. That's why you see both of them listed there. The roaming form is very fast, while the chest form is a bit bulkier. I imagine it comes because it's got a really high special attack and kind of Shadow Balls looks good in my team. He got Driller, which is a good ground type, good rapid spinner. Good stealth rocker too, for being honest. Chimchar, very interesting on good speed tier. Probably gets all kinds of priority like Mach Punch and Vacuum Wave. Varoom, a really good fairy switch in. I cannot answer your question on if it has any kind of setup. I probably really should check that, so I will. Does it get shift gear? Because I know the big boy gets shift gear. No, it does not get shift gear. Thank God. That is a lot off my thing. But it does get parting shot. It is a grounded poison type. It is really good in the fairy types. Toxic and stuff like that too. So it can be a pain in the butt to deal with if I'm not careful. And we'll see how it goes. Meows is very fast and also gets fake out. So it's a really good lead mon to where you can just click fake out into whatever your opponent leads and then go from there. Geodude Alola, a very good water type. As you can see by Wingull here. He will not like me taking water type attacks to the face, or electric type attacks to the face. It is a Terra Captain too, so Surf may not be my best option into it. Seal, we used Seal before. It's a very strong, good bulky mon. Very good on special defensive side. I imagine if that comes, it'll be the switch into my Wingull here. Because I don't really have much for it other than hitting hurricanes. But Wingull, as you know, is not very bulky in terms of HP wise. So it will be blown up by most attacks. And last but not least, we got Sawala there, which we do then have to worry about sticky webs. I believe that would have. Yeah, looking at my stuff here. Got a couple stealth rockers. Oh, Chimchar is a stealth rocker too, which is interesting. And Sawala has a sticky web, so I gotta be careful of those. They could be issues, and but we'll see how we can do. So, going into my team, we have, as you can see here, a Wingull. I just have a Life Orb on it because it's a pretty basic, straightforward set for Wingull this week. We're not doing anything too crazy off the bat, I don't think, but maybe we are, and I just don't know it. But as you can see, pretty basic Life Orb. Has its main stabs in Surf and Hurricane. Ice Beam for a little coverage onto his other mons, which I probably really don't need, to be honest with you, but it's there. He has a big water weakness, and it's only really this being Seal and Sewaddle. Sewaddle doesn't want to take Hurricanes and/or Ice Beams, and Seal doesn't want to take Hurricanes, I don't think. I don't know if Wingull to get any other moves that would help me out here. It's kind of a one-trick pony in terms of everything. I could run Hydro Pump technically. Terra Blast just for a normal stab. So he has a lot of normal resist and immunity. More and more supportive, like Feather Dance or something, but either which way, this is what I went with, which way we're going with. I think it should be fine. Worst case scenario, it doesn't. I wanted to put this at 19 HP, but it seems like I didn't get it in right, so we'll just go with it. I think because if I get it to 19, I can take less damage from Life Orb chip. But we'll just deal with what we got, because I don't really feel like running through things 100 times to try to get the perfect mon every time. So maybe next week. So as we see here, pretty much max speed, 19 speed, to try to speed tie that Meows and anything that's not set up by one and or Choice Scarf. And then the rest is just in special attack. So moving on to the next mon, we got our first round pick in Mienfu. Fun little guy. I am running Scarf this week on him. But I'm running Inner Focus because I'm planning this to be my lead right now. And I'm hoping, my plan is to punch something in the mouth with close combat right away. I'm not running, what's it called, high jump kick this week, as you can see, because I don't want to, since I'm not Regenerator, I don't want to take 50% from attacking into a Ghost type. But I do have close combat knockoff U-turn Poison Jab. I put Poison Jab on there just in case he decides to run like a Terra Fairy Gimme Ghoul. And or, yeah, mostly Terra Fairy Gimme Ghoul. Geodude's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to hope I get a little bit of chip on that before I think, because I only have 2 special attackers. I have one that's really good into him in Toad Scroll technically, but also like, I don't know. Yes, I think Geodude gets sturdy as an ability, right? Yeah. Could run Galvanized Body Press so he doesn't have to worry about or Galvanize something that he doesn't have to worry about Umbrella Slam. But as you can see, max attack, max speed, speed nature. Usually you would see this adamant, but I didn't want to run into a Scarfmon, like a Chimchar or something, and have to deal with that too much. But the idea of what's Inner Focus here is to pretty much lead it. Hope he leads his Meows. Hope he says, oh, I'm going to fake out this guy, get a little chip damage, and then switch out to Gimme Ghoul or something. So my plan is to hopefully just take a fake out. Should do a good amount of damage. I don't know how much. It shouldn't KO me though. I don't believe. At which point I should even if max HP, max defense Meows, I should be able to punch it in the face. It's also good for the what's it called? The Scraggy. Because if he gets Scraggy up and running with a Dragon Dance, I can still technically outspeed him, and hopefully I should KO with close combat, even with the Violate, if he's no HP or defense investment. So we'll see how this goes. Next up, we got our Oranberry Axew here. This thing hopefully takes a hit. Eats his Oranberry, gets back up to HP after a Dragon Dance. This thing is faster than that Scraggy, so I can out Dragon Dance it at pretty much any time, I believe, if I'm reading my numbers correctly. Yeah, Scraggy has 15, I got 16 here. But Crunch, he only has one good resistance to Crunch and a Scraggy. He doesn't have. He has a Revavroom as his Dragon type switch in. Everything else is neutral with Dragon Claw. And Stomping Tantrum looks pretty good, I think. So I think my goal is to not let Sticky Webs get up easily, and to prevent Scraggy from being able to outspeed me easily, even with Choice Scarves and everything else I got. So I got Mold Breaker. I don't think that really matters. There's not much in this over here that makes a difference in terms of Mold Breaker. I guess I can technically Earth Stomping Tantrum the Geodude if it's not paired out of a Rock Electric, and I can KO it that way. That should KO, I believe. I think I feel like that should KO. Yeah. Since he can't run a Violite, Stomping Tantrum does KO even if he's pretty much max. I guess if he runs Bowls, there's a 93% chance, but I'm willing to take that risk. But pretty basic Dragon Dance. Hope I can maybe get a setup and sweep and go from there. Next up, we got our first Violet Mon and our Toedscool here. Toedscool. Sorry, my mouth's being a bit dry. This thing I have made as bulky as I can on special defense, so that gets me up to a nice 30 defense with a Violet. It's got a Rabbit Spin, it's got Sludge Bomb, because I am kind of expecting Terra Fairy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm not seeing something, but I'm thinking Terra Fairy. And it's going to be an issue, I think. Dazzling Gleam and Earth Power to chip things. Dazzling Gleam is decent into mostly the Scraggy coverage, and Earth Power, once again, is only switching to Earth Power is that bug, the Waddle. So, and that Sludge Bomb should be able to take care of that more often than not. My ceiling and might doesn't matter in this battle because I don't have any status moves. And we'll leave that at that. Our next Mon is our Ekans here, another Violet Mon. Is very bulky in terms of, I think I just put HP defense. This is more my defensive Mon, physical defensive. Glare to potentially, if he's, I imagine he'd be Shed Skin on Scraggy, but at least make him have to proc that. Knockoff is just good into everything. Gunk Shot would be good for hitting things. He has good resistances, but I'm more than happy to just click Gunk Shot into any potential fairy type mons. I don't have any speed invested in this, so I'm not outspeeding much. Maybe I should have put enough in to outspeed a Geodude with no speed, with max speed, but it's whatever at this point. But Intimidate's good. It's going to be my main Scraggy switch, and I think I don't know if Scraggy may get Psychic moves. I'm not 100% sure. It might get Zen Headbutt. It does get Zen Headbutt, which could be annoying, but we'll work through it. We'll work through it. We always do. But you can only do so much. Dragon Dance is a possibility. You probably want dark and fighting stabs, like high jump kick, close combat, whatever he gets, and knockoff. So that leaves one spot left over for a Zen Headbutt, which surprisingly, with an Intimidate, it only does 45% with no boost on it, and Gunk Shot does a good 50%. So that's nice. We'll see how we do though. There. Next up, we got our Terra Captain, which will be flying this week, and Black Glasses Pawniard. It's pretty basic. Terra flying, because I didn't like not being so weak to electric moves. But the idea, I felt like Terra flying better than Fairy just this week, just because Terra Fairy can easily blow through a Scraggy. I feel like he has good switch into potential this mon, and Baroom, stuff like that. Possibly Chimchar. But this also helps against like Swaddle. Sure, Geodude can come in. Geodude is probably the best switch into this thing. I do have a Defiant in case he does run Intimidate on that thing, or maybe like a Parting Shot on the Baroom. No one gets that. I don't know. I know the big. Once again, I know the big one gets a ground type move. It gets Bulldoze. So I imagine Realbird might also be a switch into this thing, but if I have Terra flying, it makes it harder for them just to click moves on me. As you can see, pretty basic max. Much attack I can get out of it, much speed I can get out of it, and speedy nature to outspeed a lot of its team. Uh, Believe it or not, he has a pretty Night Slash, Sucker Punch, Terror Blast, Bind. Kind of hits his whole team because Dark type moves. His only resistance is Scraggy, and so maybe I should just run Terror Blast, but I feel like he has good poison types that could cause issues on that. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say overall, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with what I have. Hopefully we play good. He has a good team. I like his team. I think Gimme Gold is going to be a huge problem. Uh, I don't know what type he brings. I imagine the roaming version comes out first, just because. That's what I'm thinking. Of course, I could be completely wrong and be an idiot, but it is what it is. So yeah, we'll see you in the game when it comes out. Should be a week after the draft analysis. Probably will see that first even before after the game's actually played. So it might be a week. It'll be a week after that. So yeah, we'll see you then. Hopefully, I'll be able to give you a good result. Yep. See ya. All right, here we are in week 1 of the LPDL Little Cup League. So we brought Scraggy. We brought the Gimme Ghoul, and I believe that's roaming form. And it is apparently para fighting. Very good to know. Got Seal, which could be a problem. We got Varoom. And Silver, and so we expected me out. Okay. So sorry, I'm just gonna get all this stuff. We got 30 seconds still, so we don't have to worry too much about a lot of things in terms of this leading me into first, because I'm kind of. So it is the roaming form, I believe, if I'm getting this correctly. Sorry, I'm just so. Okay. Steel. What else would we say? A room. Good luck to my opponent. He told me he had some fun nicknames, so I can't wait to see him. Underminer. The Drover. Okay. That's not end of the world for me. He has an old breaker on it. Okay. Good to know. And then his last mon was Meow. That's right. Yes. I know. I watched the game. Hopefully this music isn't too loud for you. I kind of did this quickly, so. So, looking at Drover, close combat doesn't do much to it. So let's see if I imagine he probably sets up rocks or something. I don't know. I might just go U-turn into Wingle. That's a good 50%. So I don't, not a violate. He'll just go Wingle here. It's kind of expecting like an Earthquake or Stealth Rock angle. That hurt like hell. Okay, it's Life Orb. So now, what can he do to me with my Wingle here? So I did, by the way, I did fix my EVs on this thing, so I do got 19 HP now. Nothing particularly wants to take a Surf to the face other than its Seal. Maybe this for room. Even then I got options for that. I think I'll just throw a Surf off here. I'm assuming Seal comes in. Heidi Flume. Okay. It did absolutely nothing. So I did only lose 1 HP, which is very nice. I'm gonna say this is not a Violate Mon. That did what, like 20? I think what I want to do here... what do I want to do here, actually? I don't want to switch, because Ice Shard, Aqua Jet. Ice Shard. Aqua Jet. Now it gets Fake Out as well. Got what, HHP? I think going to Ekans is pretty safe here. Especially with, Intimidate. Shouldn't do too much with anything. Could throw a knockoff. Just flip turn, that's fine. Hopefully this goes well. Bring the Drillbur back, huh? Guy has Aerial Ace, that I know. More than likely has Earthquake. Ekans can do nothing to it. I don't really have a good switch into this thing. I think my best bet is just to go back out the Wingull, and if he Aerial Aces again, good for him. Because I just need to, you know... It'll be fine. That's a fast Drillbur. Drillbur gets 1 to my Wingull. So, I killed Wingull here. +1 now. I got an issue. I make my best option. Fast, I don't like that. Go to Ekans now and... Do I have Sucker Punch on this thing? No, I got Sucker Punch on this thing. Pawniard. I think I can go suck Pawniard here. If I Terra Fly now, it's not the end of the world. So, I told him my Terra Flying. Yep, yes I did. So if I Terra Fly, probably... What does he want to go out to here? I'm just gonna click Sucker. Do I want to click Sucker Punch? I do. I definitely kill on a Sucker Punch. I don't know if I want to Terra yet. I'll Terra. I don't... Steel is not the end of the world for me. Did say Terra Flying, a Terra Flying as he stalls. I'm a little worried, but it's not end of the world if he switches. Oh, thank God. He let me have this thing, which is great for me. Pawniard gets 1, and it's a Silver. I probably didn't need the Terra there, in all honesty. I just didn't want to mess something up. Meows. Okay. We are going to go to Meowth is a problem. Probably just clicking Fake Out, right? Let's get rid of Drillbird's things here. Meowth here. Pawniard, Terra Flying. Fake Out's doing a nice 50%. I think Ekans will probably be my... No, I think switching into Ekans here is fine. But I don't want to lose any more HP than I have on Pawniard. Lower that attack a bit. 4 damage, good. I should now click Knockoff, because he should switch into something. I don't know what yet, but whatever it is, I like to have it not be an item on it. He missed? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, my guy. Muscle Band. Okay. I am sorry for that miss. I don't really care if this thing gets paralyzed, in all honesty. Like Earthquake here. To be honest with you. Ekans gets a KO. Nice. More Meowth to deal with, but I am paralyzed, which kinda sucks, but it's not end of the world. If Scraggy comes out, probably need to do some switching around. Leaf Flicker is this boy. Here's the thing. He's Terra fighting, right? So he's probably gonna Terra fight here because he knows I have knockoff. So I think my best plan is just to go into Pose Cool here. I think that's my best plan right now. If he sets up a nasty plot, he can't be a violate on this due to the Terra Captain rules in this league. Shadow Ball, if I did this right, 14. No Life Orb, but still did a good 40%, so what is this thing, Specs? Spell Tag maybe? Could be Spell Tag. What is that, like 9 damage? That's like a high roll on this. Not Terra Fight yet. But at this point, I think Earth Power is just my best click here. Oh, I'm sorry for that critical too, my guy. To be honest with you, I am... What do you got left? You got Scraggy, a Seal, and a Varoom. This thing ain't putting in a lot of work against a lot of these things, so I'm just gonna let this thing go down here. If he just... That or he switches and lets me get a... Team gets a KO on the Pose Cool. Pose Cool is dead. So this thing is fast as hell. And by all means, he could be Choice Scarf on this thing, which means I am not faster than anything. But he can't be Choice Scarf on this thing. You know why? Because he can't. There's no possible way to. Can't get a 9 roll on a non-Choice Scarf thing. What he's been playing so far is Choice Specs. I'm going to say it's timid to outspeed everything. What I got here left? I got a Flying Pawniard. I think my best bet is just to go U. Yeah, what, 25% there? I think I'll just click knockoff here. Oh, I kind of... No, knockoff still KOs, even with Terra Fight. So I'm not at the end of the... That's not a terrible play for me. And I got plenty of options to switch into. I hope to God I did this right. Thank God. Hey, Yinfu. Get that one kill against Yinfu. Here's the thing. I got... What has he got left? A Seal, a Scraggy, and a Varoom. If Scraggy comes out, I just need to go to Ekan's. If Seal comes out... I don't know what to do if Seal comes out. Probably just... Soupy Drawers. Okay, Scraggy comes out. That makes sense. I am not staying in with Yinfu. I'd much rather go to Ekan's. This at least prevents a... annoying... This at least puts him at 1. -1 right now. I am now going to Gunk Shot him. Okay, starting to get very scary. I need damage on this thing though. That's fine. Still got plenty of... Please don't. Damn. That thing might just sweep me. Craggy. Seconds. That's not good. Alright. How do I deal with this? Actually dies to everything. Pawniard has a chance to live. So I think my best bet right now is to go to Pawniard. Moxie, by the way. I need to do Terra Blast you in the face. This thing might just sweep me here. Fuck. Yeah, I think this thing just wins. I saw I was doing good, but that... Yeah, no, I lost. Doesn't really matter what I do. I lost. This game's over. It's just... I guess I wish I had Terrace Impression. It doesn't really matter what I click, he can just KO me. I got swept by a Dragon Dance guy, and if only I didn't get parried there, it would have been a lot easier. It doesn't matter. I lost. GG to him. Ah, that's my careless mistake. I don't think it's careless. I think I I should have seen he wasn't intimidated and tried to declare him, but seen he wasn't it's over. GG to him. He played very well. That pair really sucked. But oh well. Nothing I can do about that. If I knew Dragon Dance Scraggy would be an issue anyway, any which how, so it is what it is. Left this week. Not a great start. I didn't hate how I played. I think I played fine overall. It's just Dragon Dance Scrappy got too far ahead because of it. So yeah, we'll see you next week. Hopefully we'll come back and play better. So we'll see you then.